We're going to talk about Hootsuite, which has also been around for quite some time as far as social media management tools go. It is pretty easy to use, although there are some complex aspects. So you can really make it as complex or as simple as you want. So you can either see that as a pro or a con. It kind of depends how easily you pick up these kinds of tools. It does what all the other social management tools do. So it shortens links for you, it schedules things, it links to Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and then there's a pro in terms of it adds a the ability to have certain apps in here, and I'll show you that in a moment. It tells you how many characters you have left. It has a browser extension, so you can add it to your streams and your scheduling from different pages, analytics, all that kind of stuff. So it has all those things. When you go in, here's where it is different from any of the other social media platforms. This is a great platform if you are in a lot of groups and like to or want to be able to have a place where everything is aggregated together and you're able to see and comment and like and all these things on multiple platforms at once. So I'm able to have a tab here, and you see it's got all these things. It's on my Twitter account. I can add my home from my Twitter. So now I can see my, all the content from everybody I'm following. And then I can go in and say, okay, I want to see my mentions. So maybe I want to be retweeting these. Now I'm going to go to my Facebook that I've got loaded, and I want to see my timeline. And I want to see my events. Now I've only got those two set up right now because Hootsuite is not my particular platform that I use. However, I have used it as my own before. So the easy thing here is all of a sudden, without having to be in Twitter or Facebook, and not having to be on my phone, so it kind of depends on your preference. If you like being in these platforms organically, this may not be useful for you. However, I can see my stream from my Twitter, all my mentions, my timeline from my Facebook events. I can add in groups. So for instance, I might have my, one or multiple groups that I'm in on Facebook, and I can see everybody that's commenting in those groups and comment from here. So if you're often engaging and want one place to be, you don't like to be in those apps, don't want to be on your phone to have to be in them or be on your Facebook page all the time, you can come into here for 1 hour a day, have all of your engagement, and then walk away. So in that sense, this is very unique from the other social media management platforms. It kind of depends on your preference. They also have a free or a paid version. The free version only allows you to have 2 or 3 social media platforms, whereas the paid version allows you to have as many as you want. If you do want to be in groups and you really want to have a Hootsuite so that you can engage on multiple platforms at once, then you're really going to want the paid version because you're going to need more than 2 or 3 social media platforms to really get what you want out of it. You basically come up here and you select the social media platform you want. You add in content. Here it actually allows you to put in the link and it shrinks it for you so you can see what shrinks, so it doesn't link to an outside tool like Bitly. It's done internally. So you'll notice that one says bitly.com while this / whatever the extension is, versus this one will say hoot.com or something like that and / So it does it on its own. You can do a cool thing in here where you can auto schedule. So you basically say between 7 a.m. and 10 p.m. On Tuesday, I want content to go out, and they just space it out appropriately. So in that way, I put it in once, and it puts it out that many times a day. So this is a little bit different than some of the other platforms in the sense that it doesn't really rotate your content. However, it does allow you to say, I want it to go out this many times in the day. And it'll schedule that for you. So it is useful in that sense. Really, the big takeaway from this is that if you are in a lot of groups, you want to have a lot of places that you can consolidate together and see those platforms and utilize those in the same spot, then this is a great one for you. One of the other features I did want to show you is that they have this ability called, let me see, add streams, call apps. So other people, kind of like the way Apple does, can come in and say, we want to have an app that goes into Hootsuite. And you can, for instance, click Instagram, add in Instagram. And now all of a sudden I'm able to have an Instagram stream and see my Instagram feed. Now, this is as if you were looking at it in a browser, so you can't post here, from my understanding. However, you can like and or heart and comment on different things. So you can add that to your stream and then, and then basically view that all in one spot. They have that with a lot of other ones as well. So you've got your Tumblr, your Vimeo, your Flickr, your YouTube, your Reddit. So if you were on those platforms, and there's a ton more platforms than that as well, then this may be a good place for you to look at all of those consolidated and save you time to comment and engage in those platforms. So in that sense, this is almost more than a social media content management tool, in the sense that it allows you to put content out. This also allows you to contribute to those social media platforms in a way that none of the other tools do. So that gives you a good idea if this might be the right tool for you. And that is a wrap up of the tool Hootsuite.